Hello everybody, welcome to this video. We're doing something a little different, and that is because I have been tagged. That is so cool to me. I've never been tagged to do something like this. Very exciting. I was tagged by Fia from Fiamma. Make sure I got her channel name. Fiamma29. So I definitely urge you guys to go check her out. She has the best Australian accent and an extremely soothing voice. Like, she's really fun just to listen to. She does beautiful unboxings of like Australian sub boxes, and she project pans. So definitely go ahead and check her out. I will link her either in the eye or down below, one or the other. So today I'm doing the getting to know you tag, which is basically where I answer questions about me. And to make it more interesting, I thought I would mask while we do it. You can see I got this particular one on clearance. Whoops. And it's one of the cream shop masks, but this one features Gudetama, and I'm really hoping that the actual mask has like the Gudetama face on it just to make it extra silly. And also to make my inner child even more happy, I have hot chocolate here with me. It's too late to drink coffee or tea, so hot chocolate it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I actually have 30 questions to answer, so I wanna get right into this. I've seen this tag done before, and it did not have 30 questions. This is like a different version of the tag. But so let's get right into this. I will open up Gudetama here and get started. Oh, before I start, this is the Fusion Essence Mask, the power of 2 masks in one. It has vitamin C, which boosts collagen production, and AHAs to help remove inactive proteins for plumper and younger skin. All right, so let's see. While I get it open here, let's see if I can answer the first question. The first one is, where did you grow up? Oh goodness. Okay, so I am from the United States, and I grew up in the state of Minnesota. And I grew up in the northern part of the state, which I always say to differentiate it, just because a lot of people, when they think of Minnesota, they think of Minneapolis and St. Paul, which is very different from the northern part of the state. So I always say northern Minnesota. The second question, where do you currently live? I live in North Dakota now. Ooh, it does look like it's got little Gudetamas on it. This will make this extra fun. I'm really excited. I hope I can sip my hot chocolate through this mask. That might be challenging, but you know, we'll try here. Look, I'm gonna look extra special silly. Okay. Oh, it's so cold. Sometimes this part is excellent, like I love it, and other times I hate this part. Tonight I'm not really into the coldness. Oh. All right. Okay. Oh, smooth down. So great. Okay, now it's gonna be hard because I'm trying not to move my lips too much to move the mask around. Which is hard while talking, but all right. Hey, this one actually fits pretty well. Sometimes there's so much extra mask. I'll put some extra serum down my neck. Okay. Who is your first best friend? Her name is Jessica. She's one of my cousins. We grew up very close, and we unfortunately don't live near each other, so we don't get to see each other very often, but we are still friends, and I would love to be able to see her more often. We mostly keep in touch on social media, although sometimes we go home at the same time to see family, which is always so nice. Let me see. How tall are you? I am 5'3". I'm trying to smile, which just makes it, oh my goodness, this might have been a bad idea to try and talk during one of these. Okay, let's move forward. Dogs or cats? I like both of them. Currently, I have 2 cats. Let me see. Funniest moment throughout high school. So I went through public school just through 9th grade, and then 10th and through 12th grade I actually did at homeschool. So I can't really pick like a funniest moment at high school. My high school was very chill. I actually finished a year early. Homeschooling was perfect for me because I could just concentrate on getting my schoolwork done, and I loved it. So yeah, I can't really pick a funny moment. Let's see. What year were you born? I was born in 1988, which means that this year I'll be turning 32. Rejoicing. Okay, moving on. Let me see. Are you in or have you gone to college? And I have not, actually. And that's not because I'm anti-education. I'm actually one of those people where if I had unlimited time and money, I would probably be in college all the time. I love learning new things, but my problem was when I finished high school, first of all, I was so done with school. I intended on just taking some time off because I didn't feel like going back to school immediately after finishing school, but also I didn't know what I wanted to do. I knew I didn't want to be a doctor or a lawyer or anything like that, so like college for that type of thing was totally out of the question. If it had been just my choice, I probably would have gotten a useless degree. Now, you guys, I know education is never useless. Knowledge is power. However, I probably would have gone for something like a degree in British literature. Like that's the type of thing I'm interested in, and I'm very well aware that those type jobs where you can use those types of degrees are very difficult to come by. There's lots of people who have those degrees with no job. So I spent a lot of time thinking about what I was going to do. I eventually decided that I was probably going to go for more like a certification in something. Like I was looking at things like dental assisting or I can't think of the word. X-ray technician, something like that. But I never did end up going to college, and I don't feel like my life is missing anything because of it. I definitely have continued my education just by reading. Obviously, it's not quite the same as going to college, but I do love just to learn new things. Sorry, I keep touching my neck. It's because my hands are covered in serum, so I'm like trying to like share the serum. Okay, moving on to, let's see. What is your favorite drink? Probably tea. I drink a lot of tea. Let's see. What is your spirit animal and why? Oh, when I was looking over these questions, this one was really, really hard for me. I'd probably have to pick a cat. I have actually before curled up on a sunny spot on the floor and then moved with the sunny spot as the sunspot moved. Oh my goodness, the life of a cat is probably the best ever. I would pick a cat. And you're wearing pure perfume. What scent is it? I don't wear perfume. I have too many people in my life that are sensitive to scents. Also, my husband hates anything scented, even like delicious body lotions. He's like, what are you wearing? So no, I don't wear perfume. Tea or coffee, I enjoy both of them, but I would definitely pick tea as my favorite. What are your life goals? That is like a super deep question, and it would probably be this would make this video ridiculously long to answer such a thing. I would say, to put it all in a nutshell, my life goals would be to do my best. What sports do you play or have you played? So I was, I would say, an athletic young girl, but I had zero interest in playing team sports. They tried to invite me onto the track team. I would have been like a sprinter, but I wanted to read books all day. Like all my spare time, I wanted to read. So, I wasn't really interested. Have any book you've read changed your life? That is another question that could take a really long time to answer. The short answer is yes. I feel like reading opens your world up in ways like nothing else can. It develops your sense of empathy. You experience other people's experiences and thoughts in a way that you just wouldn't if you didn't read. And as a kid, I read everything. I went to like a small country school. I feel like I read every book in the library. Like I did. I consumed everything. And I've gotten to the point now where I have to be really careful about what I read. I get so affected by what I read that I will like be depressed for days if there's a really horrible, sad ending. In fact, there is this book that I remember reading. It probably wasn't ninth grade because it was in like the high school section of the library, that has traumatized me so horribly. I couldn't believe that it was in the school library. It had things, I don't even want to talk about what was in the book. It was very traumatic. And so after reading things like that, I realized that I need to be really careful with what I allow to influence my mind. But to answer the question, has a book changed your life? Absolutely. And I highly recommend reading to people to expand your world. So let me see. What is your favorite movie? Probably the BBC production of Pride and Prejudice, the one that you either love or you hate. I love that movie. Who are your favorite YouTubers? I watch a lot of YouTubers. I watch a ton of panning YouTubers, and I watch a lot of just general beauty YouTube. If I had to pick some favorite ones though, that is really hard. Oh, you know what? I know what. My favorite is Alexandria Ryan. She is probably the first person I subscribe to on YouTube, and she is so genuine and so funny, just hilarious. And she runs an unboxing channel. I will definitely link her below. Do you speak any languages, and how well? Just English, sadly. I learned smidgens of like ASL, I learned Laotian a little bit, and none of them well, just little bits and words here and there, sadly. I would love to learn another language. Are you single or taken? I am taken. I've been married for close to 13 years now. What is your idea of a dream date? Oh gosh, that is so funny. Just being together. Like, I don't feel... This is not something that I've contemplated. I don't know what my dream date would be. It would probably involve copious amounts of sushi, and just being together doing an activity. Like, I don't know how to answer that question. Let's see. How long was your longest relationship? The one I'm in now, my marriage. How would you describe your fashion sense? Ha! I want to laugh so hard and I keep changing my little mask here. So let me see. How would I answer that question? When I dress up, I tend to go for more of the classic look. But when I am just not dressed up, I guess I would probably say very much casual. I stick to sweatshirts, and summertime I enjoy because of the heat, but I miss my sweatshirts. So yeah, I dress to be comfy, I suppose. What is your go-to hairstyle? Definitely a ponytail. I am completely inept at accomplishing anything else. I've watched the tutorials, I've tried the hair wands, I've tried the curling irons, I've tried the blow dryers, I've tried the flat brushes. I just am completely useless. Oh, it's very difficult for me. So a ponytail is basically as good as it's gonna get. How many siblings do you have? I have 5, and I am the second oldest. What is your go-to fast food order? Probably sandwiches. I eat a lot of Subway or Jimmy John's. Do you use... Oh, wait. I also really like burritos. That's difficult. Either burritos or sandwiches. Do you use a PC or a Mac? I've only ever had a PC. I actually would like to try Mac. You can see I'm using my iPad here. I enjoy Apple quite a bit. I would think it'd be fun to try to have an Apple computer at some point. Your most memorable vacation memory? So actually, we as a family really enjoy doing road trips. So we have traveled all over the country. All of it was, it's all so memorable. Well, our favorite thing to do is go to national parks. Oh my goodness, I don't know. Maybe Glacier? Oh, so this actually isn't a good memory. Maybe that's why it's so memorable. Like, okay, Glacier's a good memory. Don't take that the wrong way. But when we were there, it was very active bear season. Like, they had closed several of the trails because there was just too many bears around. And we went on this hiking trail that was only, like a little over a mile in. And there was a bear on the trail. That is the short story. The longer story is, of course, me freaking out and doing the exact thing you are not supposed to do. It's interesting how you react in a panic situation. I had read everything beforehand because I am afraid of bears, of what you are supposed to do. And basically, we came around a corner. At every blind corner, you're supposed to stop and yell and clap and make noise because sometimes, they just don't hear you coming with the dense forest and everything. And we had been doing that. We just didn't on this particular corner, which was a mistake, obviously. We came around the corner and there was the bear. And I have never, like, the way my body reacted, you know how sometimes you read in books like her veins froze to ice, or like, it's just like this very weird description. I've always wondered exactly what that meant. Now I understand. Like, complete paralyzing, like, I could not speak. It was like gibberish coming out of my mouth because my daughter was walking in front of me and she didn't see the bear because she was watching her feet. We were climbing kind of this rocky slope. And so I was trying to get her attention. Oh my goodness, it was very traumatic. That was very memorable. Of course, the bear, as soon as he saw us, like, he stopped, he got a look of surprise on his face, and then he took off. At which point we also left the trail. We tried to leave the trail. We made it all the way back to the beginning, and there was this other guy hiking by himself, a photographer. We told him there was a bear on the trail, and he said, you know, what happened? We said it left, and he felt comfortable continuing on. Well, I didn't feel comfortable just letting that guy hike by himself. Like, I would have felt awful if something happened. So we went back on the trail with him then, and we finished the hike up to the waterfall, which the whole time I was so nervous. It is insane. That bear, when it left the trail, disappeared. And we were in this type of woods where the canopy was kind of high, so you could see through the brush. I don't know where he went. It was crazy how he disappeared. So the whole time I was freaked out. I mean, there was other people with us, so, you know, that was that. But yeah, that was scary. Okay, moving on. What are your morning/evening routines? Morning, I sleep as long as possible. I am not a morning person. And nighttime, I spend a lot of time doing my skincare. I double cleanse, I do my toner, I do my moisturizer. Sometimes I'll be masking, and like I don't know, I really like to chill out in the evening. Let's see, do you have any bad habits? Of course I do, because I'm a human. Probably the one that I would like to change the most, though, is that I would like to become a morning person and not love sleep quite so much. Tell us one thing about you that we wouldn't know. Let's see, when I have a lot of hobbies. I am a cello student. And when I say student, I mean an actual student. Like, I only started learning, is it 2 years ago now? So I'm probably at the level of like a middle school student. It takes a long time to get good at an instrument, and I'm very impatient, but I keep plodding forward. Oh gosh, how long has it been? Can I take this thing off yet? I'm supposed to leave it on for 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah, I think I can take it off. Whew. I did not think I could do this well I have my mask on, so hot chocolate. Oh goodness. We're gonna dab that in. Oh, there's lots of extra serum. I like it when there's lots of extra serum though, because you can just leave it and I feel like it really soaks in. All right, guys, so that was the getting to know me tag. If you guys would like to do this tag, consider yourselves tagged. Definitely let me know if you decide to do it, and I will come check out your video. I would like to thank Fia for tagging me in this. This has been fun to do. And I hope you guys have an awesome day. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. If you haven't done so, please like and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Bye!